What's up YouTube? Mambuna Marcus here. Been a little while since I've given you guys a video, but you know what, that's just how it goes sometimes. I had a comment recently asking me about Igor the Oscar, so I decided, you know what, might as well give you guys a little bit of an update. He's still in quarantine. He's currently again in this 75 gallon breeder aquarium. Before, you've seen that he was housed with a bunch of little convicts and a few other Africans. They have since been moved out of the aquarium. I have to say that Igor is doing very, very well. Again, typical Oscar fashion, has a wonderful personality. And currently he is housed with this up and growing, maybe sub-adult Tigerwolf. You can see him hanging out in the corner, and a Tigerwolf is a cross between a Parachromis dovi and a Parachromis motaguense, you know, also known as the red tiger variant. So I call this guy a Tigerwolf just because that's a mix of both names. Currently he's sitting around, you know, almost around 9 inches. Igor is probably in and around the 12-inch mark. Igor is also what they call a chili Oscar, so that's just, you know, some different color combination that they have probably selectively bred. And again, when I picked this guy up, I was really, really delighted because I hadn't seen an Oscar of his color pattern and intensity before. So, you know, like I said, he was definitely a score. And he is, like I said, housed with this Tigerwolf. The Tigerwolf is a beautiful, beautiful specimen. But he is also getting now to the point where he is now, you know, almost like he's methodically thinking and testing out the Oscar based on the dominance in the aquarium. The Oscar, again, is still much larger and has no problem turning the tables or swatting around the Tigerwolf when he wants to. But in time, the Tigerwolf, being the cross that he is, he'll probably outgrow the Oscar at some point. So these two will not be tank mates forever. And this guy is obviously, you know, with the intent of me picking him up, I wanted to make sure he was fully healthy before I put him upstairs into the 135 gallon Tiger aquarium. That said, you know, in the meantime, these guys together are definitely tolerating each other. The Tigerwolf at times is, you know, pressuring the Oscar, you know, just to see kind of where he stands. But again, long term, these two definitely will not be tank mates forever. So before that happens and the Tigerwolf decides to turn the tables on the Oscar, I will be moving Igor upstairs. The only concern I have right now is that I have two other Oscars upstairs that are probably around the 9-inch mark also, but much thicker than the Tigerwolf. They're doing very, very well. They look very, very good, very healthy. They really love hanging out together. And my only concern is that when I put Igor into the tank, I'm not sure what the tank dynamics are going to be like afterwards, you know. If they decide that, you know, the dominant Oscar that's currently up there right now does not want to give his spot over to Igor, I may have a little bit of an issue, but I'm hoping that Igor is mature enough that, you know, he's not going to engage in some of those adolescent behaviors. You know, cichlids have a tendency that when they go through their sub-adulthood, you know, it'd be like a teenager in his late teens. You know, they like to test out their environment. They like to test out their parents, their friends. Yeah, you know, it's just it's a natural, you know, natural habit that, you know, most living creatures have. But I'm hoping that everybody lives together in harmony. So other than that, you know, Igor's doing really well. Like I said, I'm very, very happy that I picked them up. Tigerwolf is, you know, exceptional looking fish. This guy is currently up for sale. And again, before I have people flooding my inbox, I'm in Canada, so I don't ship to the States. And I'm also having second thoughts. Sometimes I'll put a fish up for sale and then, you know what, maybe a week or so afterwards, you know, I'll pull the ad just because, you know, I'm still kind of in love with the fish. The issue is that I have another pair of Tigerwolves upstairs that I've currently bred, and, you know, I'm raising, you know, a number of fry at the moment. So basically, the availability with tank space will become fairly, you know, how can I say, more and more minimized as these fish start to fill out. So again, this guy, he was a little less tolerant of the Tigerwolf female, whereas the pair upstairs really tolerate each other well. But I currently and kind of like this male a little more than the other male I have. So again, that's the toss-up you go through. These are the growing pains of sometimes keeping too many fish that you fall in love with. But as you can see, he is a stunner. But again, at this moment, based on his size, Igor and the Tigerwolf can definitely hang out and tolerate each other. But as the Tigerwolf gets too large, he will definitely in time probably turn the tables on Igor. So I'll make sure before that ever happens that Igor will be out in another aquarium and thriving and doing well somewhere else. So that's about it. That's an update on the two guys that I have downstairs, and again, thanks for watching. Here's some additional footage. This is what I was talking about. When I feed the tank, Igor, he pretty much owns 90% of the aquarium. The Tigerwolf, though, has a little territory under a tunnel that tends to give him enough courage that when Igor is eating, or sometimes basically swims over the territory, the Tigerwolf will protect it with his life. So as you can see, at this point there's no issue. They tend to get a little at each other when I throw food in the tank. But again, in due time, which will be very, very soon, Igor will be moving upstairs.